My thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Broadcasting live from the heart of Europe. This is the most badass YouTube broadcast, and I emphasize YouTube in all the known land. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Tommy C, and this is Shot from the Point. Look, we got to talk. It's like, what's his name? Who does that? DeFranco. We have to talk. We have to talk about the Trump arrests. We have to talk about Danny O'Fine. Well, we really don't have to talk, but I guess me and the fuckheads got to talk a little bit. I don't want to sound like scarce here, but I've been off. I've been in England, and I'm doing something YouTube related that you guys are going to find out about soon. And I wasn't able to keep up with absolutely everything, and it became difficult to when you don't have your eyes in the shit. Oh shit! I forgot to. Do I have my last beer? I forgot to get it. When you don't have your eyes in the shit, it's tough to keep track of it. And I saw some of the complaints in Get to the Point as well, which I'm very proud of, and I think we do a great job. And shout out to the whole Get to the Point team for backing me when I was gone. And then I posted this link, and I saw 3 dislikes like immediately. All right. Now I'm not gonna sit there and pander to people that just dislike for the sake of disliking before the show's even out, but I think I know where it's coming from. And Scarce has been doing this. He's been doing reports on things like Jake Paul and stuff like that. And they're like, I'm sorry, I got to report this one more time, because a lot of people are getting shit. I'm sure Keem's getting shit for this as well. I understand that everybody is sick of this teenage bullshit, right? And I didn't sign on for this, and I've had sort of this speech before, all right? I didn't sign on for this either. I like a little more adult than this. I liked when the commentators are going at it. I don't like a Jake Paul. I don't like doing stuff with Jake Paul. And at the height of Jake Paul this past summer, I didn't do a shit ton of Jake Paul. All right? Because it is teenage, because it's ridiculous, right? And I did a lot last week, and I wasn't really happy with it. But it was the most important thing going on YouTube. And this is what we generally concentrate. The most badass YouTube broadcasts in the known land. All right? So, I get it. But I don't necessarily know what else to do when I'm coming off vacation. I can't have that like Insane Clown Posse episode, which I was really proud of. All right? I can't do that. I got to get reacquainted. And I apologize. I always thought when I covered this teenage bullshit, I covered it in a manner that wasn't diss track heavy, that it was in a way that it actually affect YouTube bigger picture. And I think I've done a pretty good job of deciphering and cutting through the bullshit to explain it to most of my audience, which, by the way, are mostly above 17. But I do get that a lot of you are angry at me, and they're getting angry at Scarce too. Thanks for the follow on Twitch, by the way. And you can follow me on Twitch, and the link is in the description box below. I get it. But I got to be honest with you, coming back just 24 hours ago, I couldn't get anything else going. I couldn't find anything. I'd have to spend time with my family, blah, 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 blah. So I apologize. And I promise I'll always bring stuff that is pertinent to what affects YouTube overall. The reason I went hard on Jake Paul last week is because he can't be the anti-bully hero when he's a fucking straight-up bully and probably housing somebody who's a sexual predator. I think those are adult types conversations, and that's why I brought them up. And when I see the dislikes right away, and I see that I lost subs this weekend, which, oh shit, I didn't get rid of that fucking zombie again. Somebody remind me to do that goddamn zombie. Well, anyway, when I didn't do that right away, well, let me explain it this way. I get why you guys are irritated. I get it. But drama's changed. It's changed between disagreements between YouTubers to what I think happened over the last 12 months. And what happened is YouTube got even younger. And the reason it got even younger is because of phones. 50% of YouTube traffic comes from phones now. That's kids. Those are kids, right? And they are funneling. Thank you very much, David. They are funneling or supporting the Jake Pauls and the Rice Gums and the this and the that's of the world. They're doing that. Because this platform is it's turning younger and younger. It is. And there's nothing I can do about it. And I can't get any younger. So I try to put as much of an adult spin on it as humanly possible and get entertaining. So I apologize. I don't want to lose subs again. I hated it. That 10 months sucked. It sucked. I hated it. Absolutely hated it. But I think even going back to Baited, I think I always was able to take insane scenarios, child scenarios, and make them more adult. Motherfucking zombie. I always did. And also cater to my younger audience, which, by the way, I am grateful for you. If anybody accuses me of ever having a younger audience, you're never going to say, no, I don't. No, I don't, but I would be grateful if you guys were all 17, 16, 15, 14 years old. But I apologize for this stuff ahead of time. Anthony Torres, thank you so much. That motherfucker. I got to come up with something. Maybe I'll keep it, but I'll do something better. So, I don't want to talk about this shit either. YouTube changed. I didn't change. I haven't changed at all. YouTube changed. So I may have to up my game a little bit and bring you something different. And I'll take the hit as long as you guys keep supporting me like you're doing, which, by the way, you're doing a great fucking job. Right? You're doing fantastic. No complaints. None. If I move on to something different, and I always want to do YouTube because I'm passionate about YouTube. I eat, sleep, and breathe it. Ask the people I met in the UK. I eat and sleep and breathe it. And it's a young man's game, and I'm still able to hang in there. But I get it. I get why you don't like the teenage bullshit. I don't like it either. So please, bear with me while I get it back together. I don't think I'm going on another vacation for a long time. I might have to skip my trip to Ireland until after Christmas. I think that would be I think that would be the best move. Now, getting into this topic, and I'll talk about my trip to the UK too if you want me to. Getting into this topic, Ricky FaZe Banks comes out and drops this big threat that he knows. He even hints that Meg Zelly's ready to come forward, and that Logan Paul and Jake Paul basically threatened him. And if they want to go to town, bring it. Don't sing it, bring it. Which is the Ricky we all know and love. 26 years old, started a freaking Call of Duty team. Yeah. Wow, got a sub on Twitch. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. You're a real fuckhead. And, I appreciate that. I think that's cool. But for the second time in a row, and Keemstar pointed this out, right? And I took shit on Twitter for sucking his dick. Yeah, that's what I do. I suck Keemstar's dick. But Keem's absolutely correct. Second time in a row, this guy goes to the mat, makes big threats. Second time, 2. And he pulls back after a chat. I mentioned this just last week. I said that Logan Paul probably came to Jake, hey, let's all make money. Let's not fuck this up. Second time, he backs off. What does Jake do the next day? He has his father fucking take a shot at Rice Gum and Clout Gang. Not him. Keemstar's 100% correct. Oh, yeah. Holy shit, getting subs on Twitch now. Thank you so much. Make sure you check the Bex Gold emote with me. So, is Ricky a pussy? Probably not. I think Ricky's one of these guys, if I had to guess. I think Ricky's one of these fucking dudes that would rather not have the drama. The strangest that being, remember, he got dragged into this to begin with. They brought him into it. They did. He was just the guy who ran FaZe. He's only been out of the hospital a little over a year after his battle with substance abuse. And I think he just wants away from this stuff. But as Keem properly pointed out, this guy's not going anywhere. This Jake Paul's a fucking psycho, and that's actually why I think it's worth pointing out that this guy is such a psycho that he's looking for reasons to go at these people, accuse them of criminal activity in one sense, and try to get everybody to turn on him and buy that Jake Paul gear. Now, it's a little bit of a pain in the ass because he's mostly appealing to teenagers and stuff like that. And it's like for us adults that like YouTube, and I love YouTube, it's just like, oh my God. But here's the thing. Here's why it's important. Jake Paul could ruin YouTube with that. I bitch about Keemstar having or trying to acquire that kind of power to destroy YouTubers. We cannot have a guy waving the anti-cyberbully flag when he's a straight-up bully himself. More than likely houses a sexual predator that picks on young models and continues to get away with it. Megan Zelly was on Fox 11 in Los Angeles hitting this guy Ricky up, who he said swore up and down that he was going to sue. And who said he wasn't? Me. I said he wasn't. I knew he wasn't, just by his posturing. And for the second time, he let him go. No, I don't think it's because of pussy. I think he just wants to make money and do his job. All this stuff is secondary. But he either pushed out for two reasons this time. A, he don't want it. I don't blame him. It's kind of stupid. Jake Paul don't think it's stupid. Logan Paul don't think it's stupid. They're playing for real. And Ricky, if you don't play, they're going to run you over eventually. They're probably fucking laughing at you right now, dude. Wow, we fucked him over twice. And then he got back at us, and then he let us off the hook. Yeah. That's how they look at it. Because people like that don't look at it like, all right, man, shit just got a little out of control. Let's do this. No. If Megan Zelly admitted to you that she was coerced, you have an obligation to come out, unless that was a bluff. An obligation. They cannot be allowed to wave the cyberbully flag. Just like you said. Yeah, last time he got in a bunch of trouble with you, he ran down to fucking Texas. He needed some hits. He tried to make it. He tried to fucking attack your friend. Right? Over some bullshit. Make himself a anti-cyberbully hero. This can't be allowed to go on. That's what he is right there, Eric Shoe 14. He's a fool. I don't think he's a pussy. I don't think he doesn't want any of this. He's a damn fool. Perfect. Logan Paul and Jake Paul are no fucking good. And they are bad for this platform. And you don't hear me say that very often. I don't even say that about Keemstar, my number one enemy, so to speak. They are bad for this platform. They are dangerous for this platform. They are willing to do everything. They practically run a fucking cult. None of those guys get paid. By everybody that's left at Team 10, they say nobody's getting paid. They're just, hey, you're being paid with subs. Be happy you're living here. Here's your $50 a night. Or whatever the fuck it is. They are simply there, as Mick Mayo said, is to support Jake Paul's popularity. They're essentially a posse that doesn't even get a fucking allowance. Barely an allowance. Thank you, Joe. You're a good man. You made the right choice. That's what they're there for. I got to be honest with you. We freaked out over Daddy 05 abusing his kids. Right? Rightfully so. We shouldn't tolerate abusing kids on YouTube. And Keem has mentioned this before, and I actually believe him. I'd rather police ourselves. Right? The problem with Jake Paul, and which makes him so much more of a threat, and he has this shield, well, he's just teeny bopper friendly, is he can't be policed. Because the guy that supposedly has the most dirt on him Won't open his mouth. Won't finish him off. Even in the under the threat of being forever labeled as somebody who physically abused a woman. Can you believe that? Not me. Somebody does that to me, I'm finishing him off. Game, set, match. Fuck. When Keemstar fucking accused me of not paying my child support, I had to come out and I documented that shit. And if I had something to fucking finish him off after he did that, you're damn right I would have done it. You're damn fucking right. This guy, this Jake Paul guy, he is not just a nuisance because he's a talentless fuck. He is a danger to this platform. He's a danger to other content creators, which, by the way, is my biggest problem with Keemstar. He is an absolute cancer. And I can't believe I'm even agreeing with the son of a bitch because Keem knows. Keem knows when there's another wacko in the room. They got to be taken the fuck out. And this guy pushed out twice. You said it yourself. The only reason he's got a problem with you is because you're fucking his girlfriend. And that's the way he sees it. It's his and yours. Oh, I bet you can't believe that. That's the way psychos work. And right now, as sure as I'm fucking saying it right now, and I've been right about you, Ricky, from day one. Day one. I told everybody you were never suing. That you'd back off from that, and you never did. They are already planning their next attack on Clout Gang. How many times is it going to take before one of them actually sink that punt? They actually bury that goal. Not long. Not long. And it's going to look a little like this. Even Keeman Scarce can't stick up for you. How much longer that he gets the perfect attack that can't be countered? And you're going to be killing yourself on the brink of career destruction that you didn't finish this fuck off earlier. You're gonna want to die because he wants you. You're fucking his girl, and he's not gonna stop until you're gone. He's not gonna stop till you're gone, or he thinks it's gonna fuck up his shit. How much you want to bet that Rice and goddamn Jake Paul have been pumping their fucking sub-botting the shit out of them? Doesn't even make any sense, their numbers. So they're not ready. Rice Gum fucked him up. Out of all of it was a layup to say that. Rice Gum fucked Jake Paul up. They come to you and say, take the L? What the fuck? You're holding all the cards. They got no more chips. You can force them all in. They want to keep playing. So honestly, Ricky, you did a disservice to the entire community if you had the goods. You did a disservice to the entire community by not following through with that lawsuit. And here's another thing, Ricky. Next time this goes through, next time this happens, people aren't going to feel sorry for you because now they think you're a bitch. I don't think you're a bitch. I'm not even calling you one. I think you're a fool. A damn fool. Probably because you're not a rotten fucking person that's totally vigilant and thinking everybody's out to screw you. I wish I could feel that way. I wish I could go through life that way. But if you don't figure it out soon, you're going to be a victim. And you're going to be a victim a lot like H3 was, where he was actually in the right and nobody gave a fuck. Nobody cared. Not at all. Nobody gave a shit that he said it in the same context as Pootie Pie when everybody's screaming in bloody murder about context matters. Nobody cared. Nobody cared if it was the same context as iDubbbz or the fact that he had they just say, you said the N-word. And then when you point out, hey, wait a minute, it's the same context. You were arguing context matters for Pootie Pie. You know what? You're right. I don't fucking care. I hate H3. I hate that he's the moral compass a YouTuber portrays himself that way. That's what you're going to find yourself in. You know what? Fuck that goddamn Ricky. He's just a pussy. Like, Ricky's not a pussy. No. He tried to turn the other cheek. Tried to be the good Christian about it. No one's going to care when he fucks you in the ass. No one's going to care. Because he's going to get you on something eventually. You think he's going to stop? because you got the goods on him, that you're talking to Meg Zelly? Didn't stop him last time. Ain't going to stop him again. You just bought him more time to come up with something else. Keem's right. And you're going to lose respect from the community. Respect. That's what you're going to lose. I actually like FaZe Banks. I really do. And I know a lot of people say that after they do harsh criticisms and they don't mean it. But I do. I have no problem with FaZe. I think FaZe Banks is the ultimate person you should look up to when it comes to social media success. How did you do? He's somebody you should just pick his brain if he allows you to. What a great job putting that team together. And when they were too old to fucking play games, they put out videos that all these fucking kids want to watch because basically YouTube's a retirement home for ex-esports pros. And he gave them a living. Yeah, they probably invested in CSGO gambling. To be honest with you, I never really had a problem with it. I don't give a shit. It's not even illegal in the United States, and both those two guys got off that were involved in it. Probably because they weren't breaking the law to begin with. It's got to be actual money being exchanged to be gamble. What was his name? T. Martin. I forget the other. It's Syndicate. It was the first baited episode, by the way. They got off. They settled with the FEC for something undisclosed. You know why? More than likely, because the FEC was probably in the wrong. Has to be money. I don't know about England, and that's where T. Martin's from, but that's it. Now I'm going off track. But you guys invested in that. Everybody fucking knows it. They heard you talking on camera about it. Made millions of dollars for a lot of people. You employ a lot of people. I look up to you. Yeah, you want to sit in your millions, live in that beautiful house, and be with that beautiful girl. I get it. Who needs this Jake Paul punk? But you know what? $10. It just seems like some back and forth high school bullshit is just going to get worse. FaZe needs to pull the trigger if he has the ammo. Bingo! Bingo! Because to the outside world, it's just high school bullshit. I know it's a little more than that, but as far as like entertaining people and telling them that, my own fans are getting me pissed off because I'm talking about you guys. And I know it's bigger. I know it's important. I can't convince everybody. You got to kick ass. Eliminate this cancer. If you have with great power comes great responsibility. You have the great power. Finish them off for the rest of us, for the small timers. This guy can't be the face of YouTube. We have a good face of YouTube. We're lucky we have Poods. You want him? He's gaining traction all the time. You think fucking if YouTube finds out he's pumping subs in there? You think if he finds that out that they're going to take away his channel? Nah, man, he makes too much money. His content sucks. He's an absolute no talent. He's all that, but he gets the views. You don't have to be talented to get views on YouTube. You don't. You don't have to do it. But pull the fucking trigger, because when you get fucked in the ass, no one's going to fucking care because they're sick of going through this bullshit. They're sick of talking about this shit. God, wasn't the days great when Pyrocynical and Keemstar got in a fight? They had something to talk about. Old YouTube was way better. Man, remember Gamergate? It sucks. I get it. But we're going to have a lot to talk about if he finally gets you or one of your crew on something for real. And it might be a situation where either when you're right, like the H3H3 situation, even when you're right, it don't matter. Because it doesn't matter what's true. It matters what people think is true. And I'll add something to that. It matters what they want to believe is true. And that's the position you're putting yourself in. You're fucking blowing it. Unless that was a big bluff, and that was a stupid bluff. Discord. You want to get on and talk? I don't care. You can talk about it, fucking anything. I don't even care. I'm really going to work out hard this week and get something else. We're all moving. I almost hate to get to the point because I got to cover this stupid shit. Really. And I am skimming. I'm going to be looking for fucking small dramas that are way funnier than this. Like we did with books and games. That's the best shit going. Oh, God, I got a dentist. I got a bad cavity. Ugh. Vex, you're on the air. What's up?
Fuck off.
You fuck off, you punk. That all you got?
Oh no! Oh no! I'm sorry. I didn't know who it was.
Who the hell else do you think you were?
I forgot where I was. I was thinking.
Who the hell are you?
A clown server.
What you
I was
do?
thinking I was a clown server.
Clown server's cancer. No. Clown server's cancer. What do you want? What's up?
No. What is this podcast about today?
It's about your mom today. We're talking about your mom. She's a very nice
my
lady.
Mom, no, my mother is a bitch. Don't get me wrong. She's a horrible.
I thought she was a very nice lady. I thought she was a very respectful, decent lady. How dare you talk about your mother that way?
You don't know my mother,
yes,
Tommy.
You don't know
That's why I have issues.
You
That's
don't,
why
you
I'm
don't
going to
know
therapy,
that.
because my mother is a crazy person.
Yeah? So what? A lot of. What's wrong with your mother? What does she do?
Okay. Long story short.
Where are you from, by the way? Before we go anywhere, where are you from?
Croatia.
Croatia. All right. That's the first mistake. But go ahead.
Why?
I'm just kidding.
Why?
Go ahead. Just go ahead.
Why do we have a...
I'm just kidding.
Against me?
Go ahead. Okay. What's wrong with your mom?
I know this girl for 11 years.
Uh-huh.
You know, and we supposed to met in 2008, but we didn't because she couldn't meet me. She had the job interview. So a few days later, a few days today, like a week ago, few days, she just one day said, "I'm going to come to Croatia and meet you."
Nice.
And we never met, and we know each other over Skype. We talked for 11 years. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Best friends.
And you guys. So let me get this straight. She finally came to meet you. This
yes.
girl.
And she stayed in my house.
Nice.
And my friend said that me and my mother were a bitch to her, and she robbed me.
What?
She took my money.
How old are you? How old are you?
I am 30-something. Shut up.
Okay, 30-something.
Okay, but you know, I've been friends with this person. She was my support and I was her support. Through all the horrible things that happened, she was there. She knew my mother. She knew my mother is crazy. And she said, why did you let me stay if you know your mother will hate me? But you know my mother. I've been talking to her about my mother for 11 years.
Why don't you move out of your mother's house? You're 30 years old. Let's get away from that crazy broad.
Okay, but I don't have money. Okay, and then my mother blames me and says I am the guilty, and she wanted to report me to police because I brought somebody into the house.
You sound like you have a really crazy. You should. You know what? Start a YouTube channel. That's what you should do. Can you edit?
No.
Yeah. Start filming your crazy mother. Hell, Onision did it to his wife. What's the problem if you did it? Start translating from Croatian when she yells at you and put that on the web. It'll be funny as I'll watch it. Fuck, I'll promote it. Start doing in real life streams and videos about your crazy. You should call the channel My Crazy Croatian Mother. And then what you do is you film your crazy ass mother, and then you do all the translations, right? And then you make a lot of money like Daddy E.O.H. How about that?
No.
I'm a fucking genius.
But it's funny, Tommy.
It's funny to me. I'm a fucking genius.
Listen, it's funny because one time Keemstar came to Discord and I said, "Fuck you, Keemstar, you motherfucker!" And my mother said, "Who is Keemstar? Why are you yelling at him?"
All right. You have a very good day. Vex, you have a very good day.
Okay.
Don't hurt your mother.
Sorry.
You have a good one. Bye-bye. That was the strangest phone call I ever got. I'm taking more calls in Discord. Transylvania. It's mean. Psychotic. Muted his mic. Cascade. 3, 2. Are you guys fucking... Yeah, blow everybody up. I don't understand. You got to sort of stand by if you want to like call. Psychotic, you here? What's up? $10 donation, Kaisville. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't know.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, loud and clear, brother. What's up?
Sorry, my mic was a bit fucked there.
Let's go. What's on your mind, brother?
The FaZe thing, fucking, that's the only thing going on at the moment.
Yeah, that's really it. Yeah, it's all that's going on. I think I need a little bit of a break.
He caused a lot of fucking drama. He was fun.
Yeah, I don't know. Anything with Jake Paul or Clout Gang is just I'm done with it. I can't say I'm done with it.
It's overdone. They're really just dragging out now at this point.
No, I just like the people are saying like they think it's all put like because nobody's this stupid. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They think it's all fake. I don't think so. I don't think it's fake. It's just people are that fucking whack the fuck out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've given them though. They are very smart when it comes to YouTube.
Yeah. You're Scottish?
Fucking videos.
Where are you from?
No, I'm Irish.
You're Irish. That's same thing,
Dublin.
right? Same thing, right?
Yeah, more or less.
You're both poor. You're both obnoxious and usually drunk. That's pretty much the same thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I like the Irish. I like Ireland.
Yeah, fucking hurricane. It's over.
Yeah. You had some kind of like weird like weather thing going on.
The fucking worst storm in like 50 years.
Yeah, I know. You guys don't get stuff like that too often either.
No, we got an earthquake not that long ago either.
Jesus, I'd move to San Francisco. It'd be a lot safer.
Oh, fucking.
It's one of the things you moved to Ireland for. Is like, well, at least we don't have earthquakes and hurricanes like the Americans do. And so much you got that.
Yeah. But hey, fucking, it didn't stop people setting fireworks off.
The internet sucks. I went to the UK. I went to the UK this weekend.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Where'd you go?
Went to Birmingham. And a
nice
place called Worcester. Yeah.
I haven't been there yet.
I got recognized for the first time in my life.
Well, you would now, would you?
I don't know. It shocked the shit out of me. Just fucking walking in the train station in Birmingham. I got recognized. It was pretty fucking.
That's England.
I was over in England. I got England. I got off a bus. Somebody said, England. "Are you him?" I said, "Huh?" And he was like, "Tommy C." And I said, "Yes." And I shook his hand, and he seemed pretty enthused.
Of course, you would be.
Yeah.
You would be recognized here as well.
I wonder. I get so many Irish callers.
Obviously, yeah.
Last time I went to Ireland, I wasn't Ireland. I was charged a lot of money for booze last time I went to Ireland. I really got to go back.
Yeah, it's fucking expensive here.
I'm bringing cigarettes. I didn't know it was going to be fucking £11 per cigarette.
Oh, it's even higher now. It's 15.
Yeah, no, it's 50. I'm bringing I'm buying a goddamn carton when I go there if I'm still smoking.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, it's ridiculous now.
Right now, it's outrageous.
They bring the prices up for to stop people from smoking.
Yeah, they bring the price to stop people, but they have a patty power. They have a patty power, and for those Americans that don't know, it's a fucking bookie. The gambling places all over the place. We're taking advantage of the poor by we're going to raise the rates, and we're going to put lots of patty power where you used to smoke, so you can throw away your whole check on fucking Manchester United. Things are running stellar over there. You know what you guys need? You need another revolution. It's been about 100 years. It's time for a new one. I think it's a new one. Right. And I think you got to, this time, instead of revolution, you just got to get rid of a lot of, there's a lot of Irish fucks that are in government that definitely need to go.
Yeah, it's turned to America.
Yes.
Fucking, but we're not
it's actually turned to the rest of Europe. Time to get, time to have a house cleaning over there. All those Irish pricks. Too many of them.
The schools are shit here, though.
Yeah.
Like, you have the really strong Catholics, and the new principal of my school, super strong Catholic, hates everybody else not Catholic. Right. First thing he says on the first day, we need to stand for social justice.
we need to hate Catholics in unity. Are you Catholic?
Fuck the Muslims, but social justice, no.
Yeah. You Catholic?
It's too confusing.
Were you raised Catholic, I should say?
Yeah, I was. So
was I. Join the club.
Yeah. It can be confusing.
It's great, isn't it?
Yep.
Do you cry after you jerk? You cry after you jerk off? like you're supposed to?
Tommy, I'm Catholic. I wouldn't be doing that.
No. Now I got the Irish out of you. All right, buddy. Thanks for the call, man.
All right, see ya.
That's right. Catholic boys don't whack it. There's supposed to be Something tells me I'm gonna regret this. Mr. Rourke, you're on the air.
Hello there.
Yeah, what's up?
A question.
Sure.
After high school,
Yes.
like, what did you do after that?
What did I do after high school? Went to college.
Alright. Because
Is that it?
I don't know what I'm going to do after, to be honest with you.
Start a crime family. That's what I think. Get a bunch of guys, start robbing banks. You know? And if any of them think they're snitching, dig a hole and throw them in it. Put a couple bullets in their skulls. That's what you could do. You have good friends?
Yeah.
You have any good friends?
Yes.
Well, I think you should sit them down, talk to them about it. You know? Like, why we have to live like this? Why don't we just, like, take from the rich people? And what you do is just, you go in there, and if any bitches start crying or peeing their pants, or giving you shit when you're asking for the money, you just go in there and just fuck them up. Like this. You get respect that way.
Show no mercy.
No mercy. In fact, next time, yeah.
I'll make sure it
Yeah.
pays.
Yes,
But-
it pays good.
Yeah.
Get Swiss bank accounts. Move that money around. Or spend it all on fucking coke and fucking heroin. That's for all I care. That might be a good investment.
I think it could be a good stormtrooper.
Yes. Good idea. Yes, you could buy a lot of Star Wars stuff too. Have a good day, sir.
Alright, guys, was just wondering, do you think you'll be a good one?
A stormtrooper? No, I think it'd be a terrible stormtrooper.
I think you can be a good one.
I'm too much of an individual.
Darn.
Yeah.
Damn you.
Get out of here. Bye. Big Mac Daddy, from an Irish to an Irish American. How are you, sir?
This whole thing with FaZe Banks first, I don't believe any of it anymore. Like, when it comes to big level YouTube drama, I think it's a work.
No, I don't think so.
It,
Everybody's stupid. So
Like-
you think because you get to that level that it's not that things people get smarter because the money's bigger. No, they're just as dumb as everybody else. Remember, they're all 20-year-old kids too.
I know. It's just like eventually, like, what usually happens when these big YouTube drama comes, these big beefs come out.
Yeah.
Is like 2 months after, there's this big explosion. Oh my god, it was fake. Like, oh my god, it was fake. We're all cool, whatever. Fucking. At this point, when there's these big drama beefs, I'm like, it's they just bullshitting each other. Like, this is a show for the 14-year-olds that don't know what's really going on. And then 3 months later, they'll come out and say, we were all just kidding and shits for more views from the 14-year-olds.
I don't know. I think it's real. I think Jack Paul's had a bunch of a cycle. But what I want to know, why is Cabos' name keeping brought up in the chat? And by the way, I'm almost at 100 likes. I've had mostly 300 people in here the whole time. I would appreciate it if I got a few more. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Also, did you get my DM with the 3 videos for the GTA news stuff I told
It's
you
like,
about?
yeah, you know what? I'm going to go over that later. I just didn't have time. I was actually kind of playing with my
Okay,
kid today.
I just want to make sure you got it. And
Is there enough there? Is there stuff to make fun of?
the one dude, I'll explain to you off air later
Okay.
if you have time.
Yeah, I'm going to
But the
Patreon
one
thing
dude-
right after this. Right after this, I'll be in Patreon. The Patreon chat. So you can explain.
The one dude is just basically like he's basically a low version of Keemstar.
Okay.
That's how it's funny.
And that's in the GTA community, right?
Yeah, it's the glitch GTA community.
Glitch GTA
They're
community.
it's like
They're not a bunch of losers, are they?
it's
around
a
all day trying to glitch
subgenre
out.
where
Yeah, I know what it is.
people.
I actually went to the website. I glitched my way. I did this weird thing. This is great. It's a couple years ago. If you took a hooker in a car, right, and pinned her between another car, right, and she died in the car, like, and you took the car, you could turn your car into any other fucking car you wanted to, even ones you couldn't afford. Or no, you could sell it. You could sell it back, and then you get like full price for it. So you'd get like hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you could keep doing the hooker trick. Yeah, it was great. I did the hooker. I got like $2-3 million in there now. Never touched it.
Yeah, now they got like $50 million glitches down.
$50 million glitches. Holy shit! What would you need that for? Yeah,
like,
you need that to
no
get
kidding. Like the last one that came out, like I'm not kidding you. I did it and I got like 150 million.
Really?
And it's just all the stuff you have to. It's car duplication.
Well,
It just
I hope
keeps
this
duplicating
drama is good. I don't think it's gonna be as good as fucking the Pokemon drama, but shit.
Oh, I think it's gonna be better, to be honest.
All right, Mac. We'll talk to you later. If you like to call, make sure you catch. Like to call. We got 20 minutes left. I killed hookers in GTA. Yeah, it was weird. If she died in there and stayed in the car, and then you could sell the car back or something. They fixed the glitch a long time ago. It was an old one, like from 2015, 14, some shit like that. Fun. I used to play. This Irish girl taught me how to do it. In fact, we used to go around killing people and stuff. It was fun. It was good old days, early GTA. If you'd like to call, make sure you download download Discord. Jump in there, and I'll pull you in. Cascade, you're on the air. Cascade.
Oh, what's up, Tommy?
You tell me, brother.
Yo, first off, let me say this.
Yes.
This is probably going to be surprising. You might have heard this before, but you are my favorite from the old Beta podcast.
Well, thank you very much. I do hear it.
All the Keem Dick Riders and Clown Dick Riders can go fuck it.
Well, thank you. I feel good. I got recognized this weekend. You know that?
Oh, that's good shit for you. Like,
it was a bug out.
Oh, so it's not a young man's game. You got this shit on lock.
Yeah.
So my thing I wanted to talk to you about is the YouTube commentary community is becoming more of a shit wreck to me. Yeah. Like, have you watched Wild Spartan's new video?
The one on Daddy 05?
Yeah, the Daddy 05 video.
I watched about 5 minutes of it. I got distracted by something my wife did. Why? What was your problem with it? Because I had somebody
I'm just getting tired of all these young preteen commentary community people saying that, oh, this person deserves to go to jail. This person should lose their kids. Like, I'm getting tired of all these kids who still. I live with my parents, but I know what the fuck I'm doing.
I know what you mean.
I'm getting tired of kids saying, oh, a parent should lose their kids. Like,
I got you.
Like, this is getting out of hand. I'm good. They're ranting.
What was you want to watch?
On ad revenue for
I'm friends
telling people, huh?
I'm friendly with Brandon, all right?
No. You can be friends and be critiqued.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, this is getting out. I've seen
getting out of fucking hand.
I've seen
you have fucking had it.
Yeah, it's just like, why you can not tell me that you think this person should be separated from someone's child. Like, that is detrimental to a child's actual growth. Because I'm going to school for psychology and education, and I find, like, what are these kids saying? Like, and
well, in fairness to Brandon, this guy was abusing his kids, and he was doing it for money. You know that?
I don't know. I clarified this into like Wild Spartan's comment section. I said, like, it's not right for what he's done, but to say that a person should be separated from one's kids on their mistakes that they've done in the past is just like abysmal to me.
I don't know though, but this situation normal. By the way, I stuck up for them initially, but they were beating their kids for views. That can't happen. That can't happen. But I get what you're saying. I think you're just using a bad example. Look at that face. I think you're using a bad example.
I'm saying, like, it's not even just that. Like, it's just like the commentary community feels like they have this whole what we say should be followed now.
Yeah, well, I mean, there are commentators, there are pundits in this. Let's listen to Brandon now. Hold on.
Of them abusing their kids? They'll leave that up.
Yeah, he's got like 2 zits in his mouth, and it's like, you're fucking like, he's got the Overwatch fucking, he's got the Overwatch poster in the back.
You're a fucking kid yourself. Like, come on. I get it. You make YouTube videos. You have a voice, but you're not a parent who's actually paid a mortgage, had a kid, drove a car. Like, stop telling people that they should lose their kids. If anyone, it should be their family members telling them, fuck up.
Maybe Wild Spartan should be taken away from his family. Let's watch a little bit.
Be perfectly fine with it, but no, someone puts the wrong tags in their tags, and they get in trouble for that. Really? They should be entirely wiped off the platform. And if it was my decision what to do, I'd put them in prison for quite a while because, well, I don't think they deserve to be free when they just they abuse their kids for ad revenue.
Well, I see. The thing is, I don't disagree with him. I think
I don't
somebody should go to
disagree
jail
with
with
him,
him.
but I don't feel like he should be the person to say that.
Yeah, but what are you going to do? You know, you got to give Brandon some credit. He started this when he was like 13. He made a bet.
Yeah, I understand.
His best buddy.
It's not just him. It's
I'm
like
going to have
all in the
100K.
content community. He's done this now.
He does this hard. You know, it's like this. Like, I bet, you know, a lot of these guys that are younger are going to be like fantastic YouTubers in their 20s and 30s. You know, because he's got all this experience already. He managed to put 100K together. But I get what you're saying. And by the way, if you notice, when it comes to Alex and Spartans, I have been all over their ass when they've crossed the line on this shit. But I can't jump on them on this particular thing for the reasons is I don't necessarily disagree with them. But, you know, somebody got on my ass today, and they said that that he was doing the wrong thing because he put the Daddy 05 videos in there. And I guess Rose, the biological mother, had said that they don't belong in the video because she requested them be out. And I was like, no, I can't get on that train because then you're on like telling people what they can and can't talk about. And the videos,
yeah. That's like how all these big names game companies want people to not show their actual critiquing of their games.
Yeah.
When they know it's actually shit.
Well, Rose
but
wanted it out.
They're shit parents for what they've done. Like,
but the thing is,
not
Daddy 05 child abuse is of public record, and he's commenting on it. It's commentary. It could be considered journalism in some circles. But I guess like somebody wanted me to kind of shame him today, and I was like, no. If he wants to use the footage to get the point across of these kids being abused, I'm sorry, I can't do that.
Everyone has a right to use such and such footage.
Yeah, but you got a problem with these kids
It's not copyright.
It is weird. These kids between 17 and 21 are moralizing, you know. But you got to also remember their audience.
Grown adults.
Yeah,
that's
but
like
you know what?
You know what? Like you had a slip in your hand, and even though I know you probably would never do this, but if you flip your hand and hit your child just for like out of like punishment because they did something wrong, and a kid says, "Oh, Tommy, you don't deserve to be with your kid,"
I'd kick their ass.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like literally, if I was Daddy 05, I would say, "You kids need to shut your fucking mouths now."
Yeah. Well, you know what I would do if my kid gave me shit like that? What I would do is I'd put them both in a room and I'd give them swords, and I said, and I'd get the camera rolling, I'd live stream it, and said, "Listen, you kids are fighting too much. One of you has to go. All right, and we're gonna do this Highlander style. All right, you ever see that movie? Oh, you haven't?
God,
We're gonna see it now. Here it is, Highlander for real, kids. First one out, first one with a head keeps their head wins. Here you go. That'll get some views." There you go.
Oh, and also on the FaZe situation,
sure.
I think people are over embellishing this whole topic.
Yeah,
people act like just because FaZe Banks hasn't said anything publicly, besides that this has kind of been situated and everything's been clear, that he pushed out. It's
the second time, dude. It's the second time he said he had career-ending. No.
That happened behind closed.
He had career-ending. Dude. He's threatened that he had career-ending fucking evidence to put this guy away, and he's pussed out both times. Now, I'm not calling him a pussy, but it's first of all, it's not good to bluff like that. It kind of like makes you look kind of soft, and it does make the situation seem all kind of fake, to be honest with you. And this guy, Jake Paul, he's a fucking psycho, dude. He's a psycho.
You can tell from just watching that whole rice gum video. He just looks like a...
He's like a cult leader over there.
Monster.
He's like a cult leader. He treats those people like shit, dude. It's all about him. It's all about him and Logan. It's all about making money. It's not about helping people out. It's not about being positive. It's about fucking selling a product to teenage girls. You know, that's really what it's about. And they will do anything to be on top of the competition. You know?
I feel like they are snakes, bro. And to me, in this situation, how people are talking about this, it like relates to the old Tobuscus like situation. How like they had all these charges against him, but nothing came into like light after a while.
No, because there's nothing there. More than likely, the problem is Tobuscus went out by his own hand because he's probably a drug addict, more than likely, right? And he's fucking weird.
Yeah, probably.
He's fucking weird. He ruined his own career. He just got weird. You can't be making Minecraft shit and selling it in Toys R Us and then being all fucked up on acid or whatever the hell, or Ritalin or Adderall or whatever the fuck these kids do. I don't know. I'm too old. I just drink booze and smoke Marlboros. You know what I mean? All right, brother. I like talking. Thank you. It's a really good call. Thank you.
Yeah.
Fun.
All right. Thank you.
You're a good guy.
All right.
Good call. I love interacting with the fuckheads. Yeah, I'm bitching. Now I got like the 123 likes and the only 10 dislikes, but Yeah, I'm gonna push out better stuff. Just give me some time to get warm. Whenever I take some time off, it takes me some time to get warm. You know, fuck yeah. All right, let's put Roger on. I always like to put on Veggie last, but that's probably it's lousy of me to do so. But Roger, on the air.
What's up, Tommy?
You tell me, brother.
Shit, I got really fucking drunk last night.
Yeah, what happened?
I met this really hot girl.
Oh yeah, I don't believe you. Talking too slow.
Man, she has some big old titties.
Big old titty.
And I only remember like a few things. I got a super hangover right now.
What did she do? Strangle you with those titties, and that's why I don't remember? You don't have no oxygen in your brain, or what?
Oh my god, I wish, but no, I just I had slideshow memories, and I figured I'd call in and talk about it because I only remember pulling my balls out.
Yeah.
And my friends yelling at me.
Your parents?
No, my friends. No, I'm 32, man.
Yeah, that's funny. Big old titties. Well, how did you get involved? Like, did you get with this chick? You think you did anyway?
No, I didn't get with her. She left with her gay friend.
Fuck. Was she hitting on you or anything? Or you just drunk and looking at it? You know, when you see, I'm going to tell you something. When you see a hot chick, you're supposed to roll back the amount of booze you do and pretend you're drinking so you don't get too fucked up, because girls don't like to fuck sloppy guys for the most part, and you got to keep talking. You just say, oh yeah, I'm really lit, right? But you're not super lit, and you know, so you can perform if the test is asked of you. You know that, right? Got to slow down when you see it. It took me a long time to learn that. I just kept getting more fucked up. Then I'd pass out and everybody else get laid, and I'd be laying in the middle of the fucking floor with a marker on my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was hoping that didn't happen to me.
You know what I did this weekend? You know what I did this weekend? I smoked pot with somebody that is really a fucking like a big pot smoker. Put your pussy fingers to the moon. For you, I will. For real, so here's what happened. Like I've been out Birmingham, was drinking, right?
Yeah.
And I was drinking, and I had a lot. I could handle alcohol, and this person said to me, she's like, "You want to smoke some weed, right?" I was like, "Yeah. I smoked weed about 2-3 months ago." I think I had. He's like, "Yeah, you sure? Because you know, I'm pretty hardcore." It's like, "Yeah, I think I can handle it." Now I know I've been in this position before, right? Right, and I knew I can only take 2 or 3 drags because I'm not a weed smoker, and these guys like smoke this fucking like ungodly strain of whatever they put the fuck in it, or I don't know, and I can't handle it. But because it was a chick, and because I was kind of proud, and I used to be able to smoke in high school, I took like big fucking hard drags on it, right? Like hard ones, right? And I got really fucking sick, right? And I tried to be fucking cool about it, right? I tried to be cool about it. And then I couldn't walk. And then I went to go to the bathroom and I couldn't get off the toilet because I was like it sounded. Shit. Oh yeah, it was really bad, really bad. Like they had to like carry me to my fucking apartment. When they were fucking and I threw up.
That reminds me.
I threw up.
Me of the first time I did it, man.
I threw up.
I had a very similar story.
I threw up in the sink and in the fucking bathtub. And I was freaking everybody out because I sounded like a Morlock from World of Warcraft. You know what that sounds like?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know that sound? Hold on a second. Morlock. I mean, I puked so hard. Morlock, World of Warcraft. Wow. Sound effect. Sound. Here we go. This is what I sound like when I was puking. And I was freaking everybody out. And they were saying, if you were a part smoker, you know, like a normal one, I would be fucking goofing on you. They probably put a marker on my head. This is what I sound like when I was puking. I swear to God. Swear to God, dude. And I couldn't stop. It was just like this the whole time. And then I fucking woke up at 3 in the morning. I woke up at 3 in the morning. I had to fucking clean that shit. God damn it.
Oh my God.
It was awful. So the next night, yo, I got so fucked up, dude. I mean, it was just ridiculous. I was embarrassed too, because I was like the oldest guy there, of course. Because I had to be the tough guy. Like, I was like, oh yeah, I used to do this back in '95. Yeah, I'm okay. No, I'm cool. And then, Morlock. No, that's my story.
Nice. Yeah, my first time I did it, I was 16,
Yeah.
and I was driving in my parents' car, and I had 3 friends in the back, my buddy up front.
Yeah.
And they were all passing a joint around. I told them, I was like, nah, I'm not doing it, man. I'm driving.
Yeah.
You guys do what you want to do.
Sure.
Well, then we get to his house, right outside his apartment. And he's like, well, come on, let's just hit this. So I did. First time I'd ever done it. I wasn't a cigarette smoker, knew nothing about what was going on. I took the biggest hit that I possibly could. I looked him right in the eye, and I threw up all over my car, the dashboard.
Dude, I'm 40, though. It's okay when you're 16. It sucked.
Yeah.
Did it sound anything like this? What does it sound like?
It did.
Yeah, it did. I think I might keep that thing. Yeah, it sounded like a boy. Hey, man. Good call, bro.
Thanks, man. See ya.
Middle East chicken grease. I'm out. Good call. Actually, I always want to do a story time. Like, have you guys, fans, just call me any kind of regular story. But you'll be rated and blown up if you suck. Veggie, last caller tonight. What's happening, baby? That's what it was all night, all Friday night. Well, the next night, I was cool and I only took 2 drags and I slept real good. You know what the best part was? Like, I felt great when I woke up in the morning because I was like completely cleansed. You know?
Oh yeah.
I had like an oral enema. Felt great.
Oral enema.
Yeah, I did. I got all this shit out. It was fucking fantastic. And I went right back and I went to drinking like I was a teenager. You know?
There you go.
Crazy ass weekend. What's on your mind?
Well, I was just thinking regarding the whole Banks and Jake Paul thing. I honestly think that a huge reason that Banks isn't taking the stab is just because he knows it's not going to do anything. And the reason I say that is kind of like with the iDubbbz Rice Gum situation. Basically, what happened is Rice Gum lost subscribers that were subscribed to iDubbbz. You know.
Yeah.
So I think if Banks takes a shot, I don't think that they shared that much of an audience together, and I think that Banks knows that.
Yeah.
If he takes shots, then the judge and the jury are the fans, and the fans they don't care.
Yeah.
They're not at an age where they're smart enough to actually care about what's right and wrong. They just know that they like this guy. You know what I mean?
That's true. No, you're right.
And what's gonna kill Jake Paul isn't another YouTuber. What's gonna kill Jake Paul is time, because eventually these kids are gonna get into high school and liking him is gonna be the lamest fucking thing
the lamest thing ever. That's true.
I mean, he is such a dork. You know, he's such a dork. These kids.
They won't even admit they liked Jake Paul back in 2017. They're like, well, like, oh, I didn't like him then. You know, they'll lie about it. We did that. What happened with Michael Jackson when I was a kid? Like, Thriller came out, and it was like the biggest thing and the coolest fucking video. And then by the time I got to first grade, you couldn't say you liked Michael Jackson. It was almost like an insult. Like you gay? Like, you like Michael Jackson? No.
See, for my generation, that was kind of like the Backstreet Boys for my generation.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
same thing.
When you were in elementary school, they were awesome and everything, but when you got to middle school and high school, like that was just like you were a little gay boy. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was kind of like New Kids on the Block too, but I never liked New Kids. I honestly never liked New Kids on the Block. Yeah, that would have been when I was older. But yeah, like people would ask you, they would like, so you like Michael Jackson? No. Okay, cool. And if you said you did, God help you.
See, when I was a teenager, like if you said you liked Michael Jackson, you were a fucking nerd. So it was almost kind of like I would not as bad, but almost kind of like Nickelback. Like if you say you like Nickelback,
that was
then
the older
everybody's
one.
Gonna be fucking ripping on you.
Nickelback. That's what they make me feel.
That's my favorite song by them, actually.
What do you mean? I can't tell them apart because they're all the same.
So yeah, Jake Paul is going to be YouTube's first Nickelback, I think.
All right. Oh God, I hope so. But I think what's happening too is like YouTube's getting younger.
Just a factor. I think that's just a factor with why Banks isn't doing it, is because he knows that every single adult in the world can agree with him or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's all
the kids that decide. He doesn't want to throw it to them. That was some really interesting insight. What about? Then let me take this to you. What about his obligation to get that information out there?
I absolutely think that he should. I'm just saying I think it's a factor. I absolutely. I don't really know Banks too well. I don't really follow him or anything like that.
I don't know too well either.
I kind of have a grasp on his personality.
Yeah.
But I mean, with the whole assault allegation thing, I can't even fathom why he would just let that slide.
I think he's a business guy. I think he's it's business. He actually gained from it. He probably's like, fuck it. It's not going to happen again. And lo and behold, it happened again. Yeah. And I think that's what's going on here. I generally like Banks. I really do. I generally like him. I admire him for what he's done with basically gaming montage and what he's built and the people that he employs. It's something to be admirable of. And he didn't want this. He didn't look. He was pushed into the upper echelon of YouTube royalty drama. He didn't ask for this. Fuck you too, but thanks for the $2. Underrated Wolf 182. Somebody doxed that guy. He said "fuck you" to me. I think that's probably. I hate to say it, you probably have the best call. Yeah, you're probably right. It's just the at the end of the day, it's like because he's a smart dude, and it just doesn't matter. But I think he also risks getting, if one of these things, like Jake Paul and Logan Paul are throwing punches and they're not landing, one of these days they're going to. Eventually they're going to land.
This is the kind of thing where it's like I said, this is the long game. They're gonna fizzle out. They're gonna die in their time, and I don't think it's gonna be very long. I think those guys probably have like another year of great success before things really start to fizzle out. Because a lot of the kids that watch him were watching him from the Disney Channel, and that's not what he does anymore.
That's true. Well, that's my daughter. That's why my daughter knows him from. He's whoever it is on Bizarrevark.
So once those kids grow out of it, he's going to be growing as much as his channel, the quality of his channel allows.
It isn't much, because he's not very talented. He can't really do much. You can only parlay your fucking your fame to hip hop if you're fucking on top of things. It's not going to work.
Everybody's going to get the last laugh on him. He's gonna turn 30 and get really fat, and then he's going to have his own fucking special on. I don't know, but
he's like, I used to be on Adderall. I'm starting my anti-Adderall foundation. Some shit like that. Veggie, great call as always.
You know what I think is going to happen too? I think his popularity is going to peter out, and then he's going to start talking about how somebody molested him to get more relevance.
Oh my God! I went to one of these gaming conventions, and that sound works for everything. It does. It works for everything. Throwing up, getting molested. Thank you so much, Mr. Escobar. All right, I'm going.
You almost made me throw up right now. I was smoking a cigarette, and I swallowed all of the smoke.
All right.
Oh man,
have a good one, dude. I gotta get out of here.
All right, take care, bud.
All right, everybody. Thanks so much. Show turned out a little better than I expected. I'm really grateful to that. I'm grateful to all you fuckheads, and I'm grateful for your donations, especially me, Mr. Escobar. I haven't seen you out in a while. We're back on Shot to the Point. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until we flip the clocks. Peace.
Almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these.
Hey everybody, check it out. I'm going to be in the Discord. I'm just going out for a cigarette. If you're a Patreon, you want to rap with me, I'll be in there right after this. Thanks for being a part of the show. Thank you so much. GG, I'm out.
Affiliated the evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me lead them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe. Here's a headline.